Okay, so we know the identity of Singapore's first confirmed participant in next year's Summer Olympics. He is Jonathan Chan, and he's also the first ever Singaporean diver to qualify for the Summer Games.
This after he won the men's 10-meter platform final at the Asian Diving Cup in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday as a continental champion. He's guaranteed a ticket to Tokyo, and he joins us in studio tonight to tell us all about it. John, congratulations, firstly. Has it all sunk in yet?
Honestly, not really, because still processing the fact that I managed to win yesterday.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
It's quite a remarkable feat. Did you not have... We must have, going into these things, you must be like confident in yourself. Or did you surprise yourself with how you were?
I think I did, because after the World Champs, we had a short break. So I think this was more of a competition that we weren't really going in with expectations.
Okay.
So it really came as a surprise when it happened. Yeah.
That's nice.
It was a very good surprise.
Yeah, very nice surprise.
You go in, I mean, you go in obviously with a competition, having trained and hoping that you'll place as high as you can.
Yeah.
You know, you were interviewed afterwards. You said there were some Chinese divers in there. Did that make you nervous? Because the Chinese divers tend to do really well.
I feel like it sort of helped in a sense, because you sort of have the expectation that they will already win.
Yeah.
So you don't have the pressure to really win, because like someone else.
The heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So you prefer being the underdog going into these sorts of things?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that might change, you know, now that you qualified straight off and won a gold in this event. How are you sort of thinking now that you've got to think ahead? What are you looking forward to getting to the Olympics? You've got a few more events before that?
Yeah. So I will have a few Grand Prix at the end of nearer the end of this year, and then next year we'll have the World Cup, which was actually the game that I was looking to qualify in if I didn't have this one. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So that was your contingency.
Yeah.
So now that you've already achieved your goal, are you expecting more from yourself now?
I think the main expectation for myself now will be maintaining the standard I have, especially because I will be starting school soon. So I have to juggle both.
Yeah, that's a bit of a challenge.
So what does maintaining the standard mean, though? Because you scored 407 points on Sunday. Take us through, you know, what kind of goal you'll be looking for.
I think for me, when I go into a competition, what I tell myself is to just land on my head, because it's more of the pain that drives me to land nicely.
Right.
Yeah. So it's more of focusing on my own dives and like making sure they are head first.
Right.
Rather than like focus.
So this is a technical thing. I mean, for the benefit of our viewers, maybe you could explain something about that in terms of form.
So like when we dive, we usually enter with our head first after flipping a few times in the air.
Right.
So if like you're not straight in, the splash will be bigger, and like you also experience pain.
So the goal is for the smallest splash possible.
And to achieve that, you need to land headfirst as straight as possible. Okay. And we can still see images of you sort of flying through the air at the moment. You mentioned that you're going to be heading back to school. And when does school start? Or does it start already?
Actually starts next week.
Starts next week? Yeah. And how does that affect your training then?
Definitely will cut back on my training a bit, because if school ends too late, I won't be able to make it for training in time. But luckily, there are still a few days where I end early, so that's where I'll push myself to go training after school.
I got to think that when you're at the level of diving that you are and heading to the Olympics, that surely you're going to be getting a bit of slack, a bit more time to be able to focus on this, or is it too soon to say?
I think it's too soon to say, because I'm going to be doing architecture. So from what I've heard from my seniors, it's going to be quite a tough road ahead.
You've got plenty of practice, you know, doing those straight lines that you've had going into the pool. Well, you've already made sporting history for Singapore. No pressure, John. You've made sporting history, so, you know, good luck for everything else.
Yeah, I wish you all the best. You can see you're a pretty easygoing guy. Yeah. Just wishing you all the best. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
John Chan punched his ticket to Tokyo. Thanks so much for joining us today.